Every family has someone who silently carries everyone else's burdens. This is the story of an elder sister who became a mother long before she became a woman. A small village, a tiny house, laughter echoing through the evening. She wasn't rich, but she had everything that mattered: her parents and 3 younger siblings. Then one stormy night, everything changed. A tragic accident took both her parents away, leaving behind 4 frightened children. The funeral ended. The last prayer was spoken. Everyone slowly walked away while 4 children stood there, wondering where home was now. She believed someone would come. An uncle, an aunt, a relative. Someone would surely take them in. Days became weeks. The phone never rang. The door was never knocked. The people who once called themselves family disappeared when responsibility arrived. That day she learned, blood doesn't always make a family. Sometimes strangers show more kindness than relatives. That night, she looked at her sleeping siblings and whispered, "As long as I breathe, none of you will ever be alone." The next morning, instead of carrying her school bag, she folded her uniform, placed it inside a box, and never wore it again. At only 13, she knocked on doors asking for work. She cleaned homes, washed dishes, and carried heavy loads far bigger than herself. Every evening, she served dinner to her siblings with a smile. When they asked, "Aka, aren't you eating?" she'd simply say, "I already ate." She hadn't. After everyone slept, she quietly counted coins under a dim light, wondering how she would pay tomorrow's rent. Not everyone respected hard work. Some employers delayed her salary, knowing she had no one to fight for her. Some men smiled with kindness, but their intentions were cruel. They offered help, expecting something in return. She chose hunger over humiliation. Poverty could break her body, but she refused to let anyone break her dignity. She became everything: mother, father, teacher, protector. She learned life while teaching her siblings how to live. Years passed. One sibling graduated, then another, then another. Dreams she could never chase became their reality. At every graduation ceremony, she stood at the back, clapping louder than anyone, hiding the tears in her eyes. Late at night, she opened an old school notebook. Between the faded pages lived the dreams she'd buried years ago. One evening, her youngest brother hugged her and whispered, "Everything I am today is because of you." A few weeks later, her siblings handed her an envelope. Inside was an admission letter to the college she once dreamed of attending. She smiled, then quietly asked, "Isn't it too late for someone my age?" Her sister held her hand and said, "You taught us it's never too late to fight for a dream." For the first time in decades, she walked into a classroom, nervous, excited, and carrying a heart full of forgotten hope. Years later, she wore a graduation gown. The same girl who once sacrificed education finally completed it. She looked up at the sky, with tears in her eyes, silently thanking the parents who couldn't stay but never stopped guiding her. The world celebrated successful doctors, engineers, and teachers, but very few noticed the woman who sacrificed everything to make them possible. Some heroes don't wear uniforms. They wear faded clothes, tired smiles, and carry invisible scars no one ever sees. If you have an elder sister who gave up something so you could have a better life, don't wait for a special day. Tell her today, "Thank you." Because the greatest sacrifices are often made in silence, and the strongest women are not the ones who had an easy life. They are the ones who carried everyone else's life, even when no one carried theirs.